Alright. We should be here. We should all be here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening. It's Tuesday. We're on the tail end of July. Just a couple more days left in the month. And that means, with the next patch around the corner, I still got plenty of Mogtomes to get done, but hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Tonight's more of a mixed night, I'll be perfectly honest. If you haven't been around in a while, I have adjusted my microphone. I've been messing around with some filters on my OBS settings to hopefully get a better sound across. At least make my mic a bit more clear for people to pick up. Which has had its pros and cons with my testing and kind of the occasional streams I've tried to do here and there that had to be delisted because of other issues with my audio that I keep either messing up or Killing Floor. Unfortunately, Killing Floor is a bust. My graphics card cannot handle trying to stream Killing Floor while playing it. But that's just the nature of things right now. So what brings us to 14 tonight? Well, I am behind. Specifically behind on the PvP rewards. I would like to farm more Mogtomes from the event. And I just kind of need a more chill night. Truthfully, my family's kind of going through stuff right now. Nothing's immediately bad, right? But it's just starting to weigh on me. It's just starting to weigh on me tonight, and I'm just like, I want to stream. I want to do something more relaxing for myself. 14's honestly the best option I have. There are so many games I want to just jump into for the fun of it. But if I also want to stream, I don't really know about like being entertaining and all that. Truthfully, I should just play games for the sake of playing them. Especially because I'm still in those early stages, right? I'm still learning how everything actually works for streaming, for content, for just showing myself, which is terrifying. It's always going to be terrifying when I think about it. But it's like, oddly terrifying and yet very relieving. Like, I'm happy that I actually want to keep trying. I want to keep improving. I want to keep taking these steps forward, even if they're not giant leaps. And I'm sorry, my mic might be shaking a bit because I've had to prop up my leg here. And my whole setup's kind of fucked in some strange way or another. But that's just me. And I'm trauma dumping a little bit. But yeah, so for right now, I just want to farm. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump into some PvP. We're going to jump into my last Mogtome book, which is, was it under log? No. Shouldn't it be? I forget where it is. Alright, I gotta bring up my other HUD now, because I can't remember. Or at least I gotta bring this HUD back up. Where I put it. So I gotta do the last weekly. We're on queue up for the 12 circle here. And then we're going to jump into front lines because I still need the daily XP for the day. And then hopefully we'll be able to jump into rival wings. And kind of finish out the night doing that. Because win or lose, it all gives tomes. And right now, I believe I'm sitting around 200. Yeah, 247. I want to get maps specifically. Specifically. The roulette maps for level 90. Because at some point, we're going to be able to finally level up our blue mages to 90. Once I get blue mage to 90, I'm going to farm out those guaranteed portals for Gil. And hopefully for the minion. Hopefully for the minion. That being said, though, I gotta adjust my OBS a little bit here. I'm going to mute up because I still feel like I'm dying. This heat wave has sucked. I don't know if anyone else is impacted super heavily by it, but holy shit, I am suffering. We're going to start up ads. I'm going to start up the queue for 12 fights of last year. I'm terrible with names. Don't worry about it. Back in Endwalker, yes, Anabacio, or something like that. We're gonna queue up for this and run ads, and I'm going to take a second to mute myself and get something to drink. So, I'll be in a moment. If you're watching live, if you're on the VOD, I guess none of this matters. Except I don't know if I'll remember to cut it. Alright, I won't lie. I despise how unsynced the fucking ad break notification is from like the ads on the Twitch button thing. Like, I don't even know when the ads are over. You know, like that's not good. I do want to include we are making more strides. I say we because I'm working with someone about this, but we are working towards trying to get more content out. Because I do want to be entertaining. I know I'm not there. Like I'm not, you know, I can compare myself to so many great people. Even so many like small streamers like myself that are doing fantastic on their own right now. But like, that's what's keeping me motivated. I really want to be something similar to what these people are able to provide for others, right? So the plan is to get more content out. We should have a full video from the Dark Tide streams. While I know they were a couple of weeks ago, so I know like with people's interest and what people are looking for, it's probably not going to be as exciting as if I got it out like the same day or whatever. I'm not worried about that. Not right now anyways. If I was able to handle things a bit differently, I would care more, but I still feel like I'm very much like starting out. Because even when it comes to making my own content, I'm still just not quite where I need to be, right? Anyhow, this is going to be a bit of a throwback in the fight. I didn't actually see what the second hit was. Or third hit, I should say. I also do need to figure out how my audio balancing is with my new mic adjustments. So, if I don't find out during the stream, I'm going to be just listening back and then I shall improve for the next time. I hit that twice, no. You're not going to go untargetable here, are you? remember just enough about this fight. I know it's only normal, but just all the memories of even back then during this fight, especially during it like for the first time, still sticks with me. I absolutely enjoyed this final tier of the Pandemonium raids. It was such a great tier. I never got to do it on Savage. I believe I was taking a break at that point. But I heard that the Savage was great. If not this last fight being a little bit funny. I have seen it, like, in Dawn Trail being level 100, able to run through it for myself. Appreciate that they want to keep me alive.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Oh, fuck. I can't press my buttons. I'm such a rusty doing content dancer. Shit. Did I see that wrong? Oh, it was too on that side. Well, fuck.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
I might have contributed to their death over there. I do not believe I need anything from the raid still. I could be wrong though. Could be not remembering something important. But we get our Mogtome reward. And that means we can queue for runtime. I do notice. How do I start this? I have noticed a whole lot more that decision paralysis is easily my worst enemy, because I've had decision paralysis over so many things, especially when it comes to like just playing games I want to play. Because I keep making that list of games I want to play longer and longer and longer, and not playing anything that I've bought for the last like 5 years. Steam summer sale or not be damned, it's still not being played. So it's just like, I gotta just do it. I just gotta pick a game, boot it up, dive into it, sink my teeth right in there, and see if I actually enjoyed the game or not. Or just try to play it through the credits, or give up on it if I don't like it. Because there's nothing worse than just sitting here, knowing you want to do something, knowing you want to go and be busy, and doing absolutely jack shit, but watch YouTube or someone else stream and being like, man, I wish I was doing something. I feel like a lot of people end up doing that though. I doubt this is a uniquely me issue, but that's the problem of life, is that so many of, hey, I have these issues, I feel like I'm the only one with them, because everyone seems like they've got their shit together. They can do whatever the hell they want. But that's so rarely the actual case. So if you come across this video and you decide to watch to this point and listen out to my little rant, just go do it. Go do the thing. I just watched a video earlier today, and like, I might try to do this. I'm worried I might try to make it more task oriented, because that's kind of how my brain goes. Like, not in a good way. Like, I'll interpret it as like, these are tasks to get done, not as like, these are things I want to go enjoy. But essentially their advice was to give, the advice that they gave was note down everything. Just note down the games you want to play, what systems are on. Note down the games that you haven't started, the games you want to see through to the end. And just make that list for yourself, and it might help you kind of realize a bit more of like, hey, I just have these things I want to get done. Let's just do this. Let's just jump right into it. And ultimately, a lot of indecision is cured by just doing. Before, like, times are a lot simpler before, where, if you wanted to do something, if you wanted to get over that fear, you just had to go do it. You had to go try. What else are you going to do? Sit around in your parents' home, be bored as they watch some random show on the television and you got your books or something? So much about life is taking risks, trying things out, and ultimately just jumping into it. That's kind of what I'm going to try to push for with August. Now, I gotta focus really hard at work, so my energy might be shot. At least for the early couple of weeks, right? But like, excuse me. If I could reach the point where I want to give Ian's partner to our Dark Knight there. But my hope is to be able to succeed at work, start doing really well as far as my job duties and concerns are. And once work is all fully figured out, I can do everything I need to do work-wise. I want to start going back to my original plan for this year, which is just beating new games. Just want to go play through new experiences, beat them fully, and keep at that. Now, luckily, one of those is going to be Fantasian, Neo Dimension. I'm going to be trying to jump back into that with Iblis. I just gotta talk with him as far as like a day he would be available. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is a game I started back earlier in the year. I still have all the recordings because I wanted to make something of a video. It was just a game I picked up, and I still really enjoy it. I really want to play the game. That was a mistake. Okay. I'm really disappointed by our Dark Knight there. They kind of died. So now I don't trust them. We got 2 capture points. We should be able to grab a little bit more here. That was a huge burst of damage on that summoner. That poor bastard. Well, if they go in, have my limit break, but I don't think they want to go in. Probably shouldn't. We got notes to capture back here. We're just delaying Belief Flames. Honestly, I say we even give this to Flames and just focus on the red fight. Because we're about to be split into 2 different fights here, because blue has no incentive to fight red right now. Where are they? They're over here. No? Okay. Please tell me you're not going to now, because they're all right there. Oh, okay. Well. I need a different person to engage off of. probably gonna be down here. Oh, they're on top of that. Alright. Fair. I guess I should procure. Maybe. I don't think it would matter too much. Ow, all the dots. That's a counterattack from blue. I'm leaving. They got way more people in that fight than we do. Why is blue going for that, like, this side of the fight, huh? You guys should be fighting over here for red. Someone's in the chat saying go kill red. That's kind of up to blue, my guy. Like, red has a commanding lead over both of us, so yes, we both should be fighting red a lot. But if there's no fight from blue on red territory, we don't do anything. I think I'd be fine going for a flank on red and trying to grab a chunk of them and wiping them out, but our team's not interested. Oh, I misplayed this. We just can't get, can't get them super invested in this fighting. I'm out of resources anyways, but yeah. Unless they have massively changed just how Dark Knight Pole works. I mean, I know a lot of the game's dynamic has changed from what I'm used to for initiating or following up on dancer. Sorry. Mostly from the sense of, because everything goes off of like when the animation starts instead of when the animation ends like it used to. When it ended, it'd be perfectly fine for me, because I tend to play like with a little bit of pain. But now that it's when the animation starts, I can die before I even know what hit me. I still can't figure out who on my squad specifically I need to give dance partner to. But man, it's rough. Like, I know I'm not playing the best, like, at all, but man. I don't quite want to engage there. He got out. He got out because he could target my team. I wanted to try to be sneaky, but... Oh, Blue's here fighting us too. Okay. At this rate, since Red's fighting really hard here, Blue should take the lead very soon. Especially if they capture our point, and then that might be enough for Blue to actually just win off that. If we can get a nice pull on Blue. Oh, this is horrible. Spot to begin. Hopefully that just gets my team out. I had the option to limit break during this fight, that would have been huge. So, maybe I should have saved my limit break. Resources. Oh well. It was a attempt, but I mean, I just kind of front line skills. There was only a few plays I was like, maybe a little bit more follow-up would have been nice, but you can't always have like the perfect follow-up every time because people have to, one, be able to see it, two, they have to actually, well, be there. That's part of seeing it, huh? Like, no shit. I never said I was the brightest bulb around. That's it. I don't have a follow-up. I'm stupid. So I know right now there's a game out, or a game got a sequel, right? The Grounded? Grounded got its sequel released today. Have people actually been able to play that recently? I know I never got to play the first one. My issue with Grounded, the community games I usually play with, they like to hit games really hard. Try to absolutely just finish them as quickly as we can, and then go on to the next game. So when Grounded came out, they hit it really hard. I wasn't able to play, and then it's like, by the time I can play it, they've done everything. So it kind of soured my interest on wanting to play it, because all my friends had already beaten it, were talking about it a fair amount, and it's just like, alright, what's left for me to experience? I've heard Grounded is a really fun game. It's a really good time. So it's making me wonder, like, is Grounded 2 so far living up to what the first game was like? Is it standing out on its own product? Has it been able to, like, build off of the original? Which is actually another interesting discussion, right? Because there's been so many games lately, especially the last couple of years, where you could point at it and be like, this doesn't feel like X game. Or this feels like a way cut off and removed version of X game. For example, like the most, I want to say, kind of biggest for me of that happening was Payday. If you compare Payday 2 and Payday 3, even now, even like to this day, Payday 3 still feels like a worse game than Payday 2. You get way more options in Payday 2. You have way more heisters to play with, you have perk decks to play with, you still got your talent tree to mess around with and make your own unique build that if you want, or you can chase different meta builds as well. There's so many different guns and ways to play with their little sandbox in Payday 2. And it's like, in the heist, like there are so many heists, and sure, there's probably just a few optimum ways to play through each heist, but you still have the option to, like, hey, I want to take this, especially with pre-planning and all of that setup. And they had like all this like story and lore, and you had these like the YouTube web series that came out of Payday 2, all the kind of live action Um, sort of like just them trying to build that Payday 2 universe. And then Payday 3 comes out, and it follows up Payday 2's story, the ending Payday 2, if you can kind of wrap your head around how Payday 2 actually ended. But there's so many less guns, there's so much less heisters. Yes, the game looks fantastic. Visually, it looks like an amazing game. I love its sound design when I play it. There's a few moments where it's like, alright, you're trying to be too fancy with these graphics, right? I just noticed this is 30 minutes. We're gonna go to Primal and try to see if it's better on Primal. Hold on. I have a screen for this. Do I have a screen for this? There we go. Give me a second. I'm not waiting 30 minutes for rival fucking wings. You kidding me? But like, Payday 3. Okay, I am sorry about that, everyone. Wasn't quite sure what was going on. Dog's now hanging out in my room. It's a good time. No one tells me anything. Alright, we're going to jump back into it here. We're going to queue up for rival wings. Because on Primal, at least, it's not a 30-minute queue. I forgot everyone weirdly goes to Primal for this. I don't know why. Why is Primal the prime PvP server, huh? Maybe it's just like human nature that we just want to categorize things. So like once groups start forming in areas, it's like, yep, that's where all the PvPers go, or that's where all the raiders go. And then servers just get known for that kind of thing. Cause like, what sparks the server to become that? Hell, there's so many like different hardcore PvP servers on World of Warcraft, man. It's just like, why this server? What's the history there, you know? Where did it exactly begin? Hey, I got my minion. Nice. We got one more minion that we gotta unlock. It's probably gonna take a little bit longer, but okay. And that's just the way it goes. I need to add that. There we go. Okay. There we go. So I can at least have it notated for later in case I need it. I probably want Dance Parker on them instead of the healers. But then again, white mages can fuck some shit up. Oh, I lost my line of sight. No! I don't know why they're pushing that staircase so hard there, but you know. Oh shit. Well, there we go with the... Hey! Damage goes out at the start of the animation. What do we do? Alright. There's very little reason for our Falcon chases push. They should be holding the bridge. Ideal world, right? Ideal world. Right, because I crossed the bridge. Tried to fuck up this ninja for being out of position. Run, but I'm probably not making it. Now we just repeat the same thing on the other side. With the mercenary. Would I prefer Defy was probably the one in the mech versus our tank? Probably. Well, you know what? If they feel like they gotta do it, they gotta do it. Sometimes people just want to press the funny button. I see D got next to help us push. I got hit. I got hit by cannon fire. If anyone else had gotten into the oppressor and pushed north, we might actually be winning the game right now. Like, it'd be a lot further than 60 is what I'm saying. It'd be a pretty commanding lead. We're still getting a good lead here because I haven't dealt with our oppressor right now. But like, they'll be able to rather easily. I'm just gonna try to delay as much as I can. Because putting that at 20 is huge for us. But otherwise, that fight's done. There's nothing for me to guard. There's nothing for me to gain by fighting. So it's about, for the next 7 minutes, we're just gonna try to break into their base and hit it once with a mech. Not even once with a mech. We just did a chunk of damage for 14. Well, that's a victory. I probably should deal with the wolf marks, huh? Might be a good idea. But yeah, so we're at 15. The goal is to get to 25 so we get them out. And I have less than a week to do so. Not the hardest grind I've ever had to do, but it is a grind. Let's see. Miscellaneous. I want more adventures. Because I really don't know what else to get with my wolf marks that's worthwhile. I guess I'm capped on tomes, but that's whatever. One of the games I really want to get back into and actually try to beat. And I'm always torn about this game because I enjoy it from it being a Fire Emblem type game, but I keep wishing there's just a little bit more, just a little bit more to actually keep me hooked to it. And that's being Dark Deity. Now, Dark Deity is it's not the hardest like strategy game I've had to play through. There are elements that they've done, especially with some of the map encounters that are quite fun, actually. But it just hasn't ripped me, even though I've owned it for like over probably 5 years or so now. I'm like, I think I'm on chapter 20. I don't know how many chapters are left in the game. And it's just, I think the problem is the story kind of jumps a lot. Not in the sense of like I've played it so infrequently, but it just like a lot of the areas I end up going to with these characters are so drastically just different and sudden. It's like, oh, okay. And there's been so many characters that have joined the army. and they're so very uniquely like trying to stand out on their own. Maybe not being relevant to the plot itself, but it's just like kind of a lot. I've heard Dark Deity 2 is a much better game. I don't know if I need to beat the first game to understand the second game as far as story goes, so that's why I kind of want to beat the first game first and then jump into the second game. I don't know if anyone else has actually played through it and can give me their thoughts about the game. I would love to hear it. But outside of that, I strangely want to try to play a horror game. Now, Sir Rainston over here, does not like horror. I stay as far away from horror as much as possible. It's just never been my thing. Horror movies have never been a thing in my life. The closest I get is just watching recaps of those movies, because like sometimes that's interesting, or to hear about like the story in these movies, like that's sometimes interesting to me, right? But as far as like engaging in a horror game itself, hell no. The closest I've been is either Left 4 Dead, which isn't really a horror game, or Dead by Daylight, which the last time I played Dead by Daylight was for a friend's birthday. And people kept forgetting I was a part of the game, even jokingly, because I was always just either never found by the killer or just never found by the other survivors. And I would just show up randomly doing a generator as they're all running around the corner from the killer. They're like, Bridgeton, where the fuck have you been? So, I don't know. The games I kind of want to jump into are more the action horror style. Such as like your Resident Evils, because I've never tried a Resident Evil game. I've been curious, I've owned a few of them, but never actually gave them a try. I also want to play The Evil Within, and then what's the last one? Ghostwire, I believe is the name. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. I know a lot of those are not so much like horror from what people would probably expect to be, but like I really want to find the time to jump into those games. I don't know what to start with, but of course that's the indecisiveness taking over. I am most likely leaning towards Ghostwire because it's, I don't want to say the most recent from my list of games that I have, but it's been the one that stood out the most to me when I go through all these kind of games that I'm like really interested in. Ghostwire just is weirdly scratching like a curiosity that I haven't had with any of those games that makes me really want to play and try it out. I don't quite know what it is. I don't know. It might be something I try to tackle in August. Because I would love to kind of start up a series of, hey, I want to play X game like every Thursday or something, and just keep playing through every Thursday until I beat it. Or maybe I do it every Saturday so that way I can do longer streams and really get my teeth into a game. I don't know. damage all at once. I'm turning down the game just a little bit, as I see that the mechs are pushing it well into the red. I don't want to turn down the game too much further. Let's see. Be under system, right? Yeah. Try to put everything at 60 as much as my hands will let me. Damn you, not having a number that I could punch in here. Alright, I did it. That's the best I can probably get it. Yeah, we're gonna continue trying to level up Dancer. I probably should take Eagle Eye Shot. Just for killing things. But, meh. I'm probably going to try and fight for it back. I just don't like Oppressor. I'm fine going normal mech. What was it? Falcon? Chaser? I forget. I don't remember names of things. Okay. I need to get the cheeky heal off. Oh, Chaser here. I don't mind the idea of them being here, but Yeah, we can say we gotta go mid all we want. Not gonna work for us though. Alright. Let's get this escort job under the way. No. No. Professor, please just get in position and start shelling. What is this cowardly bullshit? Us getting that tower is a good start. Looks like I gotta grab my own cerulean and pilot my own mech. I'm just gonna do this because, you know, feel free. Oh, that's awkward. I just need someone to hit a fucking dummy. And like, we get our money. I'd rather support our northern push. I should probably farm enough for our next, mech as well. That is a huge mid for us to get. But I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation. Oh wait, I misunderstood which team was winning this. Well then. You backed up, I see. Why are they all the way back there? fact, Rise of Brute just is not pushing the oppressive. Bad day. Hi, that... Oh, that's probably you. Man, I hate my 1 second thing. It's always just enough for me to die. The warrior shouldn't be able to kill me there. Do I not have a team here? Because we weren't winning that mercenary fight. I don't have a team here. If they went for a mercenary fight, we already were not going to win. Yeah, it's a good thing this Dragoon's going to hit the face with their mech instead. I really need to play off a Falcon or a Brute Justice. Or Priest Tracer, whatever. Just so I can dance people and hopefully keep them in the X for a second. Oh, I got one shot. Unfortunate. It's always funny trying to read the post-game chat. People get so upset in PvP. Like I'll say stuff, I'll get tilted in the moment. Do I actually care? I don't give a fuck. It's just a game. I am not financially incentivized to win. I just want points. I just want arbitrary score. That's all. But I know that like people enjoy the competitiveness of games. Like I still enjoy League of Legends. do I get competitive in League of Legends? To a point, but like, I mean, fuck, I can only handle what my own play is like. In this game, I kinda can. I used to be a way better PvPer though. I used to be really good at PvP. Or maybe I was just lucky. It could be that too. Could be that too. Okay, we're gonna buff them. This is a perfect chance to try and snap some of the tanks that spawn. But no one goes for that play. They really should. In all honesty. I'm just stopping their re-engage, to be fully honest. Because this fight matters for like nothing. We gotta get Vex going in time with these tanks. If we want a really good push to go. They got two presses out south. We probably just want to go north. Because once they beat this back, we can push out here. With the tank, we'll get a little bit more pushing power. This will take one more shot from us. Big turning shield is a waste. They shot. They wasted it. All that matters is that I can get one shot off on their base and delay them going to the mercenary. So that's the plan. But they're in a really bad spot. I'm just going to play around our freeze tracers for holding the back with the scissor ability, or the cross ability, if you will. And they're going to have a very bad time. I put that one way too close. Mark, and hopefully I can get one more shot off. Got one more shot off. Used all my energy efficiently. Fuck you. I didn't get it off. It didn't count. It was at 63 still. Damn it. Alright, well, time to have the south be pushed in. Or it could go mid. Mid and south. We can push on up. Brute Justice shouldn't push that far ahead, to be honest. They should be playing the role that the Priest's playing, which is guarding me. Either way, blue team loses. They're just delaying the round. This deficit of health is really hard to come back from. Especially because we have most of our alliances at 20 kills. The only one that haven't been is E. So, there's not a lot they can do. And we get our series leveled on up with that. So now I'm sitting at 16. Still got a ways away. The closer we get to the patch, I'm probably going to jump into more crystalline conflict. Just to finish it out and not worry about the rival wings rewards, but I'm going to be basically grinding rivals wings until then. And doing front lines when I can. Now, that being said, it is getting late for me. I have to worry about work in the morning. So I kind of want to take some time to calm down and cool off. And just take it easy before I get to bed here. So, thank you all for stopping on by.